So, Jennifer, for today's call, pretty much, I do want to get an update on your Amazon journey and see what I can do to help further. Okay, so why don't you share a brief update on your Amazon store? How are like your plan for 2025?
So right now, my shipment from Alibaba is coming in February 10th, I believe. Estimated date, so in about 5 days. I ordered 500 units, and then I also created a new credit card for the shipment just because I didn't want to use my old one because it was starting to charge interest. And so I created another one, and so I put my funds on the new credit card. I've been trying to work on my reviews. To be honest, I haven't had much time just because I was taking care of the family, like my aunt's funeral and stuff like that. But in the time being, just kind of like my get ready for my new units coming in and my reviews. And then I'm asking because I have a friend, she's kind of like an influencer. And so I asked her to do like a unboxing review for me. And so I'm waiting for her to finish that and then kind of just put it on my Amazon front.
Show me the journal. Did you write everything down on a journal?
I did not.
So have a Google document so that you can start writing those things down. Now you have a lot of things on your family side. And one thing, Jennifer, your relaunch, just think of it this way. You are stepping into the boxing ring and only you in that ring, and if fail is on you. You losing all the money that you make, you could lose it if you don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? To really asking yourself, channel yourself back into, are you going to be focused? Because if not, you would eventually lose out on that money that you made.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I have a Google Docs of all my reviews and stuff and how much money I'm spending.
You need to track it very carefully. And one thing about your relaunching is with the credit card right now, it's very important. Have you balance transfer the old card to the new card? Because you don't want to pay any interest.
So my new card only allows me to do 17,000, which is already kind of max on there. So I only have 2,000 on my other credit card, on my old one.
Have you called in to ask if you can increase the credit limit?
I try to increase it on the app, but
You cannot. You have to call.
Chase.
You have to call in because the app is automated. Go into the bank and talk to a business offer banker. Say, hey, this is my plan. This is my number. I would love to increase it because I want to spend money and
Okay.
use your business more. But I know that you have family stuff. But trying to go in there because they could give you a difference of 10,000.
Oh, okay.
But that's gonna help you save money on the balance.
Okay.
Because if not, you have to pay 20% on that 2,000. That's $400. Go to the bank. Talk to a banker because they would eventually gonna lend you more money. So it's good to always establish the relationship early. Does that make sense? So what would you do the next time you're gonna need a credit line?
I balance transfer from my old credit to the new one to save money.
And what happened if they don't give you enough credit line?
Go to the bank and build a relationship for a credit increase.
Why? What's the point of using your money when you can borrow from the bank money?
Right.
Does that make sense? Because you work your ass off to save that money. Keep it there for emergency. Sounds good? Because you don't want to pay interest. That's very silly to pay interest.
Yeah, it is.
So stick to the game plan. So
Okay.
now let's talk about your relaunching. So share with me your seller board.
My free trial has ended right when. Okay, I'll
But
just.
just sign up for it. It's just like you're paying for a car
I
insurance.
was gonna sign up when I start reselling again, just because I didn't know if I just to save money.
You save $10, $15, but you pay 20% interest on a credit card. It doesn't make sense. So Jennifer, that's why the family situation get it sorted out and then make a commitment because if you're running like that, you're gonna run in the wrong direction. All the money you make would come back down to zero.
Okay.
What are the non-negotiable master student needs?
To be prepared and organized and
And what document that a master student need on what are the tools that you need as a master student?
your worksheet. Like, what do you mean document?
Yeah, this is your worksheet. So imagine you like, oh, what is my worksheet? I don't know what to do with my worksheet. Do you think you're gonna be a good master student?
No.
So there's no difference between this one. You gotta be good at it. Know your number. Pull it out right away. Able to know it. So now let's take 3 months ago. Now you have 3,000 in net profit that you're able to generate. Those consider as the seed. You don't want to waste it. The moment you relaunch, if you don't really pay attention, you would lose your money. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So run a period quarter for me. I want to see how much money you make total everything. So how much you make in total?
26,000.
What is your net profit?
8,600.
So are you currently managing those numbers?
Yes.
Did you check in your bank account that number show up based on all the number? Are you profitable with that 8,000?
Yes.
So what are you planning to do with that money?
I put it in my savings
Account.
so I can build it, like I put it in a high yield savings account. So I
That's
don't touch the money and then it'll build interest on its own. I'm using my credit card to scale
Mhm.
it to pay, yeah, to pay like all the subscription and like the units that I'm ordering.
Mhm.
And the money that from my profit, I
Put in a savings to reserve. So the moment you relaunch, I want you to put your mindset at 100%. You have to frame your mindset and you got to make it known with your family member. Because otherwise, you're going to end up just like the other day. I was talking to Trish. She was making money, but then I don't know what's going on. The moment she relaunched, she was doing unfocused work, and all of a sudden, she turned off the campaign and was making her money. She's losing money. I'm like, why did you stop that? Sometimes the message student, you have to focus on things if you want to see it grow.
yeah.
So get your mindset back. But with the product you have, these are the few levers that you need to pay attention to so that you can grow your business up. Number one thing is always about reviews. The review is your reputation. Just like a professor on campus. The older he is, the more experience he on campus, the more people get to know him and learn from him. Same with your product. You gotta continue to increase your reviews along the way. So do you set a KPI, let's say 30 reviews a month minimum?
Yeah.
And how far have you reached that goal so far?
Halfway.
Jennifer, these are the journey, but these can also be the journey robotically. But it's gonna need momentum and focus. But remember, this thing, being a business owner, is you're gonna if you do it right, you're gonna make more than a doctor's salary.
Yeah.
So set KPI, set a target, stay disciplined yourself.
Okay.
So reviews. So the moment you sell out the product to the moment that you have right now, how many reviews have you added?
I have 15 total right now.
15 total.
Yeah.
When you sold out, how much review that you have?
I had 7.
And how long ago for you to add 7 reviews?
It was a month.
What do you think about that performance?
It's kind of weak right now.
And how can you commit to not being weak anymore? Because on this journey, you basically take money away from other people. So being weak is not going to help you make more money. So what are your commitment for this month?
Try to get more reviews organically and from customers, like old customers.
That's number one. Now let's talk about marketing. You have to assessing your audience and other competitor. Are they still like have strong offer, or your offer still the like stand out the rest from the rest of other people? Because remember, the market always evolving, just
Yeah.
like in the workforce. You can be good today, but the next thing you know, young people will come up and eventually they're gonna take away your jobs. That's why number one, do as much review as possible. Leave people in the dust. Build up that reputation. But number two, right now, you are not there yet. You already make money, but don't sleep on your success. Continue to asking yourself, is my offer is the best offer at the moment? And how do we know whether it's a good offer? Look at the market. Number two, when you run PPC, the ad cost will be a reflection. If your ad cost is maintain the same or slightly higher, maybe like 20%, it shows that you still have room to wiggle.
Mm-hmm.
But if like a significant, like double, triple, that means your offer is have a resistance to the market. The same thing that you put now in front of people, people no longer like it because they have a better offer. But that's going to be an indicator for you to know. So number three is marketing. By the time you're launching your PPC, at the same time, tap into influence. Let's say you have a friend, hey, I'm going to be launching this on this date, but make sure that you are in stock. Make sure that you have all your product in stock, at least 100. And the same day, have your friend repost or post about your product so that more people go in. Let's say right now you're trying to restarting cold starting your engine PPC again,
Yeah.
but then your friend came in and helped you pushing that car on PPC. But it has to be synchronized.
Okay.
Yeah. But that would help you restart. But your friend frequency has to be 3 times. People like to make a decision after they see it 3 times. If your friend don't just do an unboxing, have to tell people why it is good. So they can do a sequence of update. Hey guys, today an unboxing. A week later, 3 days later. Hey guys, I just X, Y, and Z. Make it natural.
Okay.
But that's going to be the lever that you need to focus. And remember, before you start PPC again, refreshing your mind with PPC knowledge. And we have a session with one of the PPC specialists. Bring your question. So learn from our knowledge, but at the same time, join more classes from PPC to get the refreshment. And one thing, Jennifer, is right now it seems like you are not in a mental like this. You need to build back up that fire. Have friends that in the same journey in the community, so that they can give you some fire, just like I'm giving you some fire right now. You need more fire and set goal for yourself. What is your 2025 goal?
Be able to make more sales than last year and then to build more on my business.
What is a specific number? You need to be specific with your number. 200,000, 300,000 a year, 400,000 a year. Right now, it looks like your average month to month was about 10,000, right?
Yeah.
So what are you planning to do?
I want to increase it hopefully by maybe 3, 4 times. So if it's or per month, maybe around 30,000 a month.
That's good. So gradually increase it because you cannot shoot for 100,000. Meanwhile, you don't have a lot of cash. And at the same time, gradually building relationship with the bank and call and get more credit limit increase. That's how you're building yourself up for big things happen.
Yeah.
Jennifer, you need to have a specific number so that you can reverse engineer using your knowledge. So for you to do 30,000 in revenue, you need
Assets and capital from the bank
how
right
much?
now 500. So what I calculated is 200 units is making me maybe 10,000 a month profiting. So if 500 units, let's say if I sell all 500 in that month, it would go up to 20,000, 25,000 a month.
You need to double your capital.
So that would be 1,000 units, 1,500 units, depending on how much we sell.
And remember, don't go double right away. Maybe go 20%, 30%, 40%. But because you are not a business owner like me, I can take more risk. But for you, gradually building up your risk tolerance.
Yeah.
At the same time, learn how to manage your books. And remember, you can always negotiate the cost down. So find a way to optimizing your cost of shipping and cost of goods so that you can increase your profit margin. Are you working with our sourcing agent or directly to the source?
I have a supplier and she's really good. She was able to let me customize my own packaging for free.
Mhm.
And then also she lowered the pricing as well.
Awesome. So another step that I want you to do is establish relationship with our sourcing agent that we gave you. Because did you listen to the situation that Susan shared when her supplier messed up her order on accident, but they decided not to take accountability?
No, I didn't hear about
That I'll send you that recording, but they may be nice to you, but eventually, if the production mess up, because that person that nice to you, they are just a representative, but they still have to wait for the boss. So that's why I want you to. This is gonna be after you successfully relaunch. Okay, is setting goal for 2025,
yeah.
and at the same time, phase two is set goal and how to optimize your costs and build relationship with our sourcing agent, Macy. Why? Because now you don't make yourself look like you are depending on the first guy. Because what
Okay.
happened if they mess up and they are the only choice that you have?
Okay. I did talk to Macy. She did give me a price as well. And then something kind of similar happened to me because they produced the product without my brand name on it. And so they already packed everything. And then when I had Macy inspect it, I saw that and then I told my supplier. She was nice. She replaced everything for me with my brand name on the product.
But that's going to be phase two, build independence. Okay,
Mhm.
independence away from just one supplier. That's going to be phase two after you relaunch successfully. But came back to what I was discussing is going to be your game plan. Be specific about the number. If you're
Okay.
going to hit 30,000 a month in net revenue, and that's going to be, let's say, X amount of capital that go in, working capital that go in place. So that's pretty much it. Nothing fancy. So let's recap. Share with me what you have. What are the main major things that I just recap for you? What are your action items?
So action item is to have a specific goal. So my $30,000 profit a month is gonna be my goal for 2025. And figure out how much capital we're gonna need, build good relationship with the bank to gain more credit line, as well as reviews, organic reviews or from friends and family. And then the community at a relaunch, build a relationship with a second sourcing agent. Sounds about it.
That is correct. But majorly, come back to your foundation, your mind. Your mind need to be have a lot of clarity.
Yeah,
So otherwise, 8,000 right there, you can burn it easily.
sounds
So
good.
do reasoning with yourself. Make sure that you move that balance from that credit card over to the new card. Okay. Just don't save $15 on seller board. Meanwhile, you're paying 20% interest.
Okay, got it.
So give me 50 squat feet so that you remember. Sometimes we like to save little money, but we just like okay with losing money. Meanwhile, the bank like they let you borrow money for 0% interest. So come back now. The first thing that I want you to fix, number one, listen to the book The Secret, meditate so that you can use this to step into the ring. When you're in the ring, you make money, you're able to build a lot of reviews. Now you can let loose a little bit, hire people to automate more of your business. Because right now you don't have a lot of things moving, just marketing. All right, Jennifer, was it good?
That's
I
good.
have another call that I have to hop on to, but hey, great job, Jennifer. How do you feel about today's session? Learn a lot, or
I feel good. More clear set mind goal.
that's why a coach is different. So, how do you feel about the mentorship?
I like it. It's very directive, leading you to kind of where you should be rather than just having to figure it out on your own.
But in the end, mentorship is not about piggybacking you to do the work. I try to help you think. I want you to see my lens when I make decisions. Your decision now will either make or break your life or your business. You see my thought process, right?
Yeah. I'm also thinking next time after taking off from waiting for the units to come in, when my other units are running out, I'm going to order in advance so we don't have to wait.
Yeah. You don't want to be run out of stock.
Yeah, that's the main key.
Absolutely. So yeah, Jennifer. So how do you feel?
I feel good. I feel better now.
Basically, I should charge you more for that. Yes, go ahead.
Thank you.
Anytime. And so, Jennifer, based on the mentorship, the support from our Shufu and our community, how do you feel overall? Do you think that it's worth the investment that you put in from the beginning?
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do this on my own just because it's a lot of stuff that's like all put together.
It's a lot of moving part.
Yeah, a lot of teeny tiny bits that go together.
Awesome. And at the moment, Jennifer, it looks like you make back your initial investment on the knowledge already, right?
Yes.
And now, do you feel like you have be more capable to know how to fish, how to reel, based on the knowledge and the skill set that we are teaching you?
Yeah, I kind of deep dive into a little bit of everything, a little more understanding of what I should be doing and like the actions to take in order to be successful.
Absolutely. And for people that, let's say right now, they are just like in your shoe, like a year ago, who are contemplating to start a business, but they are afraid of like the unknowns. What would you tell them again?
I would tell them to be confident and determined if you are willing to take that risk because it's after all it's like a risk take that you have to, you have to kind of determine whether if you want to do it or not. And then if you decide to do it, then put in your all in your effort and try to learn the process. Also believe in yourself.
Awesome. And Jennifer, like I shared with you, is you has been performing very well. But one thing again, okay, keep your mind clear. Things would happen in your family and in your life. Something that we don't want to is very inevitable. But one thing that you can be in control is your mindset, the way that you react to things, and be prepared for things that happen in your life. But at the same time, this business, the money that you make, will solve most of the problems. And yeah, so ready for relaunch?
Yes, I'm ready. I've been ready, waiting.
Okay. And remember, the more you practice, the more it get easier. And once it become a skill, I would recommend you to also look. So when everything go back and start generating cash flow again, look into hire a virtual assistant to help you up task some of like the repetitive tasks. And we would have a module that would share about virtual assistant hiring for you and some connection for you as well. But right now, focus on the relaunch, get your mind clear, set clear goal, update your vision board, and I want you to print out that big number right on your board. You got it, Jennifer?
Thank you, Justin.
Anytime. Peace.
Bye.